Alright guys, it's been a while, but we are live from the Hive tonight. It is April the 11th, and a lot of things have happened. I haven't done a race report in a while, I apologize for that. Been kind of on the fence, for lack of a better description. But, one thing that happened that was really great was we ran three-wheelers at Gatorback with Sunshine State Vintage Motocross. That was awesome. John Fender won that one. We've had a couple DCMX rounds. I've actually gone up and raced with the Waldo guys a few times, along with some of our other guys, and great time up there. The MX Central Series does a great show, and I had a great time. I made 3 visits up there and made the podium all 3 times, and I got my first win after all these motos. 3 years, 200 motos of racing, riding around the back, being patient. With the help of Bill Gadley, took on my first place, so that was really, really cool. Let's see, man. Thank you, Bill Gadley. That was quite a gift, sir. We got the On3 ATC 70 to Mike Burrow. That's kind of a big deal. Congratulations, Mike Burrow. Let's see what we got here. Made some injuries. We've had some unfortunate incidents. We got Brad Fender out with a broken shoulder. Craig Gingrich. For what it's worth, brother, happy birthday, man. Craig is in the hospital today after a bad crash on Sunday. Today is Thursday night, so he's been in the hospital for several days. Everybody reach out to Craig if you haven't. He's a good dude. It was a very unfortunate crash. Let's see what we got going on here. The On3 ATC Syndicate Series is on hold for the moment. We've run 3 rounds with that, and I don't have the standings in front of me, but only 4 of us are still in it. I believe it's Chad Gaffney, John Fender, Brad Fender, and me, in that order as far as first to last in the points for that. We've run 3. We're going to do 3 more. I want to make one of them possibly, and I'll announce this at a later time, the Hilliard race with Sunshine State Vintage Motocross. That would be way up north, but I think it'd be great to get a really good gate at Sunshine State for a change. We've been spread real thin. I took the roster the other day and I looked through it, and I've only got about 8 guys that run with us here in Central Florida. And when you take those 8 guys and you try to split them into 2 different series, not everybody can run both. A lot of people's commitment lies with one, a lot of people's commitment lies with the other. Some of the guys, man, you guys are really, really great to be able to do both. But you take 8, you try to run 2 series, you add a couple broken bikes into that, you add a couple injuries into that, and all of a sudden you don't have enough bikes for gates. So we got a little bit of a attendance problem right now as far as that goes. So it'd be nice to get a good crew up to Hilliard for that. So we're going to use that for one of those dates. The other one will be to be determined. 3 more in that series. Let's see what we got here. I got to talk, tonight's going to be more of a news report than a race report. I should have started with that announcement. The future of the ATC Syndicate, Florida ATC Syndicate, the entity, the company, the club. We got to focus on what we're going to do. And I've spoke with a couple of the people that are the main influence here, and what we're going to have to do upon the conclusion of the Sunshine State Vintage season, which is only 2 more races, is we're going to have to figure out exactly what we're going to do next year. Of course, we'll run the rest of the Dade City Motocross Point Series. Bottom line is this. It appears to be unanimous that what we're going to do as a club and as a group is we're going to focus next year. The only point series that we're going to commit to as far as competing the entire season is going to be Dade City Motocross. Dade City is a top shelf facility. Randy Yoho has gone out of his way to make us welcome there and do everything for us, and we're going to commit to that. Now, that doesn't mean we're not going to show up anywhere else. Of course, we're going to make some guest appearances here and there. Waldo, Sunshine State, we're definitely going to find places to come visit those guys, and we're going to figure out a way to throw a couple of money races into that, make things interesting. We're going to try to raise some money and kind of put a bounty on a couple of dates and see if we can't fill some gates up. We need to all get together, and we need to all put on a great show. You got a good crew running up in North Florida. I understand the trap too far for you guys to travel down here and race with us. We got a good crew down here. It's too far for us to travel up there regularly. So it is what it is. I'm going to get into talking about trying to find some more bikes here in a minute. Big news. What we got up and coming for next year, which is a huge priority right now, is the ATC on 3 Florida ATC National, which will be held in 2020 at Dade City Motocross. It will be the weekend before the Daytona Supercross. I do not have a solid date on that yet because I can't find in the Supercross schedule what that date will be exactly. So I don't want to give anybody the idea that it's this weekend or that weekend, last weekend of this month, first weekend of this month, and then make plans and it be wrong. As soon as we have that date, if anybody gets that date before I announce it, please get with me. What date will the Supercross be? Daytona next spring. We're going to have Dade City Motocross, 3-wheeler only, with quad classes to quad buffer classes. We'll have some quad competition going on there. Race a solo event at Dade City Motocross. There will be no dirt bikes destroying the track. There'll be no breaking bumps. This will really be something new and it'll really be something great. I'll have sponsor packets ready to go out soon. Can't say enough about how great Dade City Motocross is. I want to wish speedy recoveries to the guys that are injured. Brad, I know that one's going to take a while. Craig, I'm sorry you spent the week in the hospital, man. That really stinks. Hopefully you get back on your feet here pretty quick. I promise I'm going to get back on track with the regular race reports and keep everybody updated. We will have announcements for those money races I mentioned a minute ago. Me and a couple other guys got to put our heads together and work on that, but I'll be coming back with some news on that right away. I want to talk about trying to get more riders, you know. I'm not sure what we can do, but the old guys that used to race with us, man, you know, if you guys are watching this, you get with me and you tell me what it would take to get you back out there. Or maybe if we can just say, okay, I can make it 4 times a year or something, you know. If you could attend some, if you're going to, then get with me and let me know what we can do, because we might work that into what these dates we're trying to work on for some of these money races and stuff. And when I say money races, you know, we're going to have money for first, second, third like a normal race would be, but we're also going to have a matching pot that's a random drawing for everyone that raced that day. So it won't just be for the first place walks away with the big purse. Actually, the drawing will probably be more than the first place prize. So old guys that used to race with us, man, get with me. Tell me what we might be able to work out. Any new guys out there want to race with us? Wish you had a bike, you watch us and you want to participate, get with us, man. We'll find you a bike, we'll figure out what it takes to get you racing. You got a bike, you want to know what it takes? Come on, man, it's a great time. I promise it's the ride of your life. I'm going to close thanking my sponsors personally. Wicked Metal Designs, Rob Wicks, great guy, thank you very much. Brad Savage on 3, been behind me for a long time. Last thing, I always forget to mention someone. You know, a lot of people have helped me along the way. Larry Thompson, Adam Needham, Jeff Corelli. If I go through this, a regular race report or a news report like this, and I fail to mention someone, it's definitely not on purpose. I sit down and I make an outline and I try to get through this as quickly as I can, because you can only bore people for so long. So I hope everybody enjoyed what we had to say tonight, and any feedback, get with me. We'll see what we can do to make this better, and let's work towards 2020 on 3 Florida ATC National being something we'll all remember. So peace, good night, live from the Hive. I'll talk to you soon.